First Corinthians chapter 9 verse 27 says, "But I discipline my body and keep it under control, lest after preaching to others I myself should be disqualified." So this means that if you are going to preach to others about fitness, you might as well be fit. If you're going to preach to others about wealth creation, you want to be wealthy. You need to know how to make money. It is also actually a good procedure to employ in a day-to-day in our day-to-day lives, to make sure that if you're going to listen to someone about a certain topic, make sure that they're an expert on it and they have something to show for it. Because if you're going to listen to someone, you want to know that they know what they're talking about, and how are you going to make sure that that's the case. You want to make sure that they have something to show for. If they're going to tell you about how to make money, they must have money. It must be verified that they have money. If they are going to tell you something about fitness, they need to have certain accolades, or they should look fit enough so that you can take them seriously, so that you can consider their advice and use that to your advantage. But if, let's say, if an obese person is going to give you advice about fitness, like, can you even take them seriously? Because they can just, if you just look at them, you can just take a look at them and find that, maybe I should not take advice from this person because clearly they're not competent in matters of fitness. I think if we just move through life just listening to those people who have something to show for what they preach about, maybe then we can make better decisions in life. Maybe we can start listening to the right people then. And now it's not to say that, people who don't have anything to show for don't have anything to say. It's because, let's say, if you meet a person, a drug addict, if you meet them, they'll probably tell you things that what you shouldn't do, so that you don't end up like them. Right? So maybe they can tell you, maybe a drug addict can tell you to stay away from drugs or whatever things that they did wrong in early on in their life, so that now they are in such a miserable situation. Maybe people can tell you things that you shouldn't do to avoid the hell that they are in currently, right? So you can use that to your advantage. But yeah, keeping a close eye on the people that you take advice from would be beneficial to you in the long run, because you know that they know what they're talking about.